partner
that is talking nonsense. They think
partner
they think because they're Aso Rock, the whole Nigeria have become dumb and dead.
They are wrong. Thank you so much,
very, very wrong.
Let me take another one tonight, okay?
Thank you so much.
You know, that's one thing that people should remember. And I kind of would like to remind all of us, even if you would love to just talk, talk anyhow, do like say, you know what I mean? Majority of us never see fire before. I'm talking about real fire. You hear what that man said that the North, when you are counting the people who died in their effort of trying to force this fraudulent union together on all of us, right? The Northerners, the Westerners, the Easterners, everybody lost people in that war. But the Biafrans, whose people, over 5 million of the civilians died, not because Nigerian soldiers or Nigerian bomb or the American bomb or the Israeli bomb or that of a British bomb or all those guns were killing the Biafrans. It wasn't that easy for them. So they had to starve them. They had to use what is called the food blockade, aid blockade, medication blockade, until it was too late for the civilians to access all those things, all those supplies. That was what killed most people. After they held Nigeria, America, Britain, Israel, and I think Egypt or so, after holding them for 3 straight years. Now, the generation of those who survived the war, now them they threaten with war today. Some of you are just so stupid, like your parents, who didn't teach you the real history, who didn't tell you what happened to Nigeria, even though while they were killing people in eastern Nigeria. 1 second though.
Onye du aịkọ o meriwo n'izu onire ya abakare mama daura una bori meri nandi win the war Python that's 1 Python that's 2 na Python that's 3 una bori meri nandi win.
So if your parents, because most of these people that you find outside the Igbo land today, who are non-Igbos, including some of them who are Igbos too, right? When the Nigerian government started the genocide in eastern Nigeria, Biafrans didn't fight war with Nigeria. Nigeria mobilized soldiers. 1 second.
Onye du aịkọ o meriwo n'izu onire ya abakare mama daura.
I'm sorry. Every time I use my finger to make direction, my screen is just going to freeze. So I'm just going to stop using my finger's direction so that it will stop. So the Biafrans, after their referendum, declared their Biafran Republic. And Nigerian government, where Gowon was in charge, they mobilized all of Nigerian military weapons, air force, and all of that straight to eastern Nigeria, and they started bombing the place. That was what happened. So when some of you, that your parents, when Nigeria was bombing the eastern Nigeria, the Biafra land, your parents, they were probably doing the Owambe in Lagos at the time. They were telling them that they were fighting rebels. They were killing people because they wanted to have their own country as a region at the time. Sure you get. So I just thought I should remind you that if your parents were aware of what transpired during the Biafra genocide, if they were honest with all of you, you will not wake up so stupid and dumb, even if you pretend to be older today, and look at the Igbos and tell them you will teach them this, you will do this to them, you will do that to them, to their own children, the survivors. The people you thought you took everything away from bounced back, became the main force of your own economy, despite the ethnic profiling that has lasted this long, the Cold War. So if your parent indeed if they probably have a usefulness for their lives, they would have told you that the Igbos are not the kind of people you tell and say you will deal with them when you have never even like fought any war in your life or survived. Your parents never seen fire. They never saw one. They were fed with different propagandas. The propagandas that some of them actually grew up to keep repeating and repeating and repeating. Now they are telling you their children will teach the Igbo a lesson. Anyway, I'll take another call. Hello there.
Hello, one name.
Hey, one name. Osita, is that you?
It's me, my brother.
Osita, one name.
Everything good always comes from your mouth.
Because I have to say them as they are.
Yeah, because
there are people that need to know this. They need to know some certain things, right? But
God has anointed your lips to say the truth.
Bless you. Osita.
Yeah. Most times, sometimes is that, most times, or the one that is right, what you do is that whenever somebody says the truth, no matter if that person, maybe he has done something wrong before, accept it that he has said the truth. Maybe somebody would genuinely draw strength from that place.
That's right.
And do something right because that particular person said the truth. So I'm talking about, the person I'm talking about right now is Seun Kuti. What he has said is exactly what Nigeria is all about. Because this contraption is not made, it's never formulated by the indigenous people of that contraption.
No.
It was what the white man they have made. So because they made it, they knew how it's going to look like. When they draw their program, their propaganda, their program, they can tell you that in the next 50 years, this is what is going to happen. And you would think they are joking. They are not the Babalawo, they are not, it is just a theory. And they have written this theory, not only for Nigeria, but for Africa as a whole. But the truth is that.
Long time ago.
Yes, but the truth is that because if you look at the history of Nigeria, we didn't suffer slave trade like the other people they did. But at this, slavery. But after all said and done, they saw that where the imaginary line will be drawn against their ideology will come from that contraption they called Nigeria. Because of they find out that the indigenous people of that contraption, let's forget about the Fulani, they found out how brilliant that these ones they could become. If you go and read in some of their journals, they will tell you that the southern part of Nigeria, that these ones they are naturally intelligent. That was how the Lugard this thing, one of his memo to the British monarch, that was how he said it, that they are difficult to govern compared to the northern part of Nigeria.
That is right.
So they have built all these things that at the end of the day, they are going to use the greedy ones amongst us to make sure that they get what they want from us. So everything that Seun said there is actually the truth. We as the indigenous people of that contraption we don't even control 20% of what Nigeria represents.
We don't own them, even though we are rightly living in there, but we don't own anything there because they don't. The benefits from them are not. I mean, the benefits accrued from them are not beneficial to us, but to those who are mostly from.
I was talking to a friend of mine who is a big-time real estate mogul in Nigeria, in Lagos, not even in Nigeria. He doesn't build anywhere near Lekki. If it is not VI, if it is not Ikoyi, he's not going to do it. Those skyscrapers, they are the ones doing it. He's close to the people that we talk about here. And he said one day that he was talking to one of them, and he called that his colleague, one of his friends, and he told them that this fight, they are just fighting, thinking that Igbos are taking
Igbo versus Yoruba, Hausa versus Yoruba,
Hausa
versus this or that.
He said he doesn't know how foolish and gullible that people are. He said, go and look at it, the Ikoyi, those houses that they are building, that who is the one sponsoring them? He said it's the Lebanese. It's the Lebanese that owns the whole house.
And the Lebanese,
yeah.
I have been told that as well that part of Oshodi, you see the popular Oshodi, they say most of the store there right now have been bought by the same Lebanese, by Chinese, and the rest of them today.
And who
no longer owned by the Oshodi people.
Yes, and who is the Lebanese? What he was saying, I was looking at him. And who is the Lebanese? The Lebanese is the Chagori. And who is Chagori? The Chagori, they are in-laws
money laundering partners.
Sheyi Tunumbu, his son, Sheyi Tunumbu, is married to one of the Chagoris.
Chagoris. God bless you.
Yeah.
Tell them.
So, my brother, I wonder how people are so gullible. People are so stupid.
Where me and you, they fight. Osita, you be Igbo, I be Yoruba. You Igbo, you Igbo. You always say you are smart. All of you Igbo, we will never marry Igbo again. Me and you, they fight over that too. But look at everything that actually makes you Igbo or makes me Yoruba. We have no control over them. We are just remnants.
We don't have control over it.
Nothing. No benefit from it. Nothing.
Look at the whole industries. The few industries you have between Lagos and Ogun State, all of them is owned by the Chinese or the Lebanese or the Indians.
And our people are serving and working there as slaves. That too.
We don't control anything. And yet we are here. We are fighting who owns Lagos and who doesn't own Lagos.
Benin.
Who born Nigeria and who doesn't born Nigeria. So these are the problems that we have. And what is the cause of all these problems? This guy was able to get this information because he is educated. Because they took education away from us.
Sadly.
And they made us enemies to ourselves, whereby we have a common enemy. We all will have a common enemy. What is our common enemy? Corruption, hunger, starvation. Those things are what the corruption we are talking about. It is not the person that went to the market to steal ogbono that he wants to use to cook. No. The corruption we are talking about is when you elect people and at the end of the day, they can never be accountable to whatever they are given to the job for them to do.
Not accountable.
This is the problem. So, secondly, the last two previous callers, the second caller did not insult him. I just want people to understand that. What he was only just trying to say is that most of the time we are naive. We don't know what is going on. Yes, naive in the sense that I don't want anybody to rule that thing out. My landlord in Lagos is a major general. My landlord in Lagos is a major general. I speak to him. There was the day he echoed this same thing that brought in UK, echoed.
Rolex, yeah.
But when I stood up with him, I had that conversation with him.
I mean, I discovered that so late myself. The day I realized that there is no successful military coup in Nigeria, both successful and non-successful coup in Nigeria, none of them is without the sponsorship of the money.
Yeah, because our coup, because our coup are business coup.
They are.
If the business is not favoring us, our coup is just like what the American or the Western world do. If the business of a particular nation is not favoring them, they bring in their machinery. So those coup, but you see the coup that the second guy was talking about.
Yes.
Let me tell you, if you go and look at what happened in Niger Republic, the 65 years old man or the 63 years old man that took over the country, it wasn't his intention. What happened in Niger Republic was Bazoum was talking to the man and he was not even respecting the office the man controlled as the head of the military. And the young officers that was under the man, they went to the man and told the man, how can you How can you be there and this guy is talking to you this way, you that have the gun, and he's talking to you this way, addressing you this way? He said they told him that if he doesn't do anything about it, to overthrow this guy, they themselves, they will overthrow the guy and they will make mess of him. He became afraid that these guys are going to do those things. That was when, if you watch, so
he had no real choice. He had to accept. I remember it took them about 4 days before they even announced him as the head of the coup. It wasn't the head.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But these guys who took over the power, they were actually presidential guard, though, guiding the president. They took him, they arrested him, and they announced that they've arrested him, and they were looking for this guy to come and head the coup.
The coup that is going to happen in Nigeria, you don't expect you don't even expect a lieutenant colonel to come into this thing. You don't even expect a major to come into this thing. The coup that is going to happen in Nigeria, if it is not military, coup is coup. People think it's only military that plans coup, that takes over. No, coup is coup. If it is not military, it could be a Boy Scout. Mark my word, my brother.
Or civil defense, or Amotekun.
Or civil defense.
It goes happen, sha.
Yes, what people don't understand is that we cannot. We are the only ones that can rescue ourselves. That's the reason. Sometimes, if you remember the kind of person I am, when people talk down on the people here, I always come in defense.
Exactly, to make people see things even better. Yes.
Yes, the reason I come in defense is that I make sure that we don't give up. I make sure we don't give up, and we are not going to give up.
Courage, yes.
We are not going to give up, because anybody in his right senses should know that we are all in this particular.
We are. Even if you are trying to pretend that you don't want to think about it, but yeah, you can tell all of us that I don't think about Nigeria anymore, Baba. Why are you pretending? If you're not thinking more about Nigeria, why are you watching Mayegun's Diary Political?
Why are you watching Mayegun?
You are here 2 hours and you called me in and you said, I don't think about Nigeria anymore. I know you
don't
do.
Think about Nigeria.
Because once you leave my program, you're going to face all that. You've got family, you've got friends, you've got a lot that will get you to think about Nigeria. So yes, now all of us is affected. So, all of us.
All of us is affected. So in every of our little ways, if you contribute your own quota, believe me, the gospel truth, we will get to that place earlier than we expected.
And no contribution is small or little.
And no contribution.
You have no idea what you say or how far it goes.
This is Mayegun, on Mobadero, on TV, on internet.
Yes.
The whole world is listening to you.
That's right.
Then I have my own little catchment area. I should be able to say those things with conviction that we are in a mess and we need to get out of this mess.
And it is doable. I like that.
I tell people, nobody lives abroad. And when he's 70 years, believe me, go and ask anybody. When he's 70 years, he will remember that Oshodi.
You are even talking about 70. I have people who have been abroad for 20 years, 30 years, and they are still very much in their late 40s, early 50s.
Yes.
Guess what? They've seen it all. But look at them. In their prime, they can't go back to Nigeria. Do you know how that? Do you know how much that hurt?
Yeah. They will remember a place called Italewa in Ogun State. They will remember different places. They will remember Ochanja Market in Onitsha. So when people don't understand this thing, let no man pretend as if this whole thing is not. Even those people who are milking Nigeria, one way or the other, they themselves, they know the truth that is not still helping them. On the last note, you see, if anybody expects any Igbo leader who is eating from this particular people, my brother, they are all in bed together. No Igbo leader.
There's no Igbo leader. There is no Yoruba leader. We'll stop deceiving ourselves, Ijare. Hausa leader, Fulani leaders. Look at Nigeria.
So, at the end of the day, it is we
now
that will be the ones to liberate ourselves. If you think it's one stupid person who is there dancing, look at Nigeria. We have been a laughing stock. I was somewhere today. I didn't know that they watched your program yesterday. And They were telling me that, oh, we've changed our national anthem. I was even asking. I watched the program too yesterday, but I didn't even remember that it was the program. Oh. I mean, it was that thing. I said, change the national anthem to what? The guy played it because
the mandate anthem
right now. Yeah, they are using it as skit now. Look at where we have gotten ourselves to.
It is what it is, Osita. Thank you. Let me take one or two more and we can all call it tonight. Thank you so much for that. That's Osita, ladies and gentlemen. I saw you there. Call you Omoba. Somebody said, Mayegun and Osita, they are dreaming together. Cool in Nigeria. Like I know what you did there. See, that's what Osita said. Okay, that we have those of you who have believed that there are some certain things that can never happen. But there are others who believe that you are wrong. I mean, you cannot have close mind. In a situation like this, like the situation Nigeria is right now, right? Listen to me. Anything can happen. I believe that. But there are some of you who will say, nothing will happen, Mayegun. We are begging you to have an open mind. You don't understand. You need to have an open mind, and a mind that says that you have run out of options or patience. There are those who have all the patience in the world and very much optimistic as well, right? I think that's what Osita and others are saying. Don't give up. Don't make it look like, you know what I mean? Like it's a done deal. Like there's no way out. There is always going to be one way out and one way out for all of us. Hello there. Sorry.
Hello, Baba Balagba.
How are you?
Oh, well, I did fine. Not me. It's me, Martinelli.
Martinelli, you got in today. You managed.
I've been trying.
I can imagine.
I've been trying.
I can only imagine.
For
Baba.
days now. I've been trying for days now. And, I'm just happy I got it today. Thank you.
Finally. Good to hear from you again. Go on.
Same here, Baba. Thank you very much. Thanks for everything you do as always. Thank you very, 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 very much. I've been trying to get this across for a few days now.
Now you have the chance.
And I've been unable to. And somebody called and literally repeated the same thing. Mr. Tyson. He said everything. I mean, this is somebody whose relatives are members of the Nigerian Armed Forces, and he's telling you something, and you people are coming and saying the military will come and do this. You know, man, saying people, this is the problem with Nigerians. You like to transfer the job, what you're supposed to do, your own fight. You like to push it to somebody else. The military is not going to fight for you because they are sorted. The military have agreed a deal. What is wrong with you people? Why do you people like waiting for somebody else to come and do stuff for you? Kilo man saying, we are here trying to harness the energy of the people, try to put all the energy together and, get them to do something, get them to actually revolt. Because
like being able to stand up for themselves without having to wait for any Messiah.
Bro, nobody's going to stand up for you. The army is not going to stand up for you. Ladies and gentlemen, my ego, please allow me to be explicit. What the fuck is wrong with you people? You know what I'm saying? Why do you like pushing your fight for another person? You've been waiting for God. God did not come down. Now you are looking for the army to come and fight for you. Ladies and gentlemen, the army is not going to fight for you, bro.
No.
Mayegu, you know say me I be soldier. You know say I be soldier.
Yes.
You know say I be soldier. My military friends, they are jackpotting from Nigeria now. I want to go save you. Want to start?
They are waiting for their own visa. May the embassy answer them.
They are waiting for the army to come and fight for you. Your landlord is a major general. Why has he not taken coup? Why has he not go and done a coup? He's a major general. Do you know what it takes to be a major general in the civilian government? You think there are beans in it? Do you know how many asses you have to leak as a soldier to become a major general under a civilian government? You think there are beans in it? This is not military regime again.
Never going to come around when he's now enjoying.
Bro, nobody's going to come and save you. Stop sleeping. I be soldier. I ran away because I cannot come and save you because the people I want to save, they are stupid. Nigerians don't know their left from their right.
You remember that? You remember that during the campaign.
Come and save you.
Martinelli.
Come on, man.
Martinelli. You remember that during the campaign, right? Soldiers were making videos showing their conditions. crying and they were
and you're
telling people
expecting
that
those people to
please,
come and fight for you.
please,
Say why in the world?
they said please, vote the right people, so that all of us can
why
at least
you
have
want-
better life. So just have they beg civilian to vote.
Maegu,
And civilian,
now let me tell you
our
this.
situation yet worried.
Maegu, let me tell you this. Yeah? My own boy, my boy that I trained in the army. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not gonna call his name because again, as I'm talking to you right now, Maegu, I'm still a service soldier. As I'm talking to you right now, I'm on a wall.
Wow.
I'm on a wall. I'm talking to you right now.
And you came to attend the People's Parliament the other day.
Baba, they not fit do me anything. Not be Nigerian. When not criminal be their president. Don't whine me.
So now they take your way. They don't feel they break law. Make them they allow you to make you obey law.
Come out. Nothing go happen. Maegu.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one. Maegu.
I know.
I was at Heathrow last week.
Yeah.
I picked up 3 of my friends from the airport at Heathrow. They were in Sambisa Forest 4 weeks ago.
Wow.
You are waiting for them to come and save you. Are you people sick in the head? They should come and save you. People that are getting killed every day to come and save you. Really?
You know what they said? They said that they said over 10,000 soldiers have gone away.
To come and save you. I say wine. Are you guys
so everybody
joking, bro?
So nobody is saving anybody.
The army will come and save you. Are you saying soon? Maegu, please don't. I'm not going to let the narrative fly. I'm not going to let it.
Well, you just did your part here to reassure people that nobody is coming.
We're just going to it's like we've been playing here all this while. Like we are trying to harness this energy, and now you're going to make those people go and sit down and be waiting for army. Which foolish army? Cool. Is it the same army that are getting killed like chicken every day all over Sambisa for all over the bush inside Nigeria?
But Martinelli, is that not enough for them to also kind of push back and plan coup self? Like they are killing you and all of that. You have to
they no fit plan coup. Maegu, they no fit plan coup. You know why?
Yeah,
this is something you need to understand. Yeah,
I think I do, but I would like to hear yours. Go on.
Okay, so you know something,
Yes,
in
sir.
every gathering, let's say, okay, you now, you are the principal of a school. Let's say you are, you remember they were in school, secondary school, they want to pick head boy.
Yes.
Who picks the head boy?
It is the school management, mostly the teachers.
Exactly, and who do they always pick as head boy?
Well, usually pick somebody they say is the brightest. Is kind of, I don't know.
Based on their own criteria. You don't need to know what their criteria is.
Yes.
Exactly. And that is what they do in every gathering, including the army. Those people that they know will always want to push back and fight or do anything stupid. The ones that they cannot bribe, they will lock them up. The ones they cannot lock them up, they will send them on exile. People like us like this, they will send us on a wall. Because King Bono, Amadagbo Eruni.
Wow.
We don't go here, and we are all across the army. Bro, my colleagues call you all the time. Mr. Riba not a soldier too.
I don't know. They do call you and say, my boy left 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Do army work in we don't do army work for Nigeria.
Martinelli.
My own military colleagues, they are outside the country. They are, they are being respected. They are doing their proper military job, and they are getting properly enumerated. And me, all I have to do is fight bandit on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Fight bandit on a daily basis, and you expect me to continue living that kind of stupid life? All for what? For peanuts? I can't do that. And whenever I want to push back,
Martinelli,
those of my colleagues,
you know where you are right? You know where I kind of agree with you too on this is that there are those who are indeed as part of the military in Nigeria today, even the police and the rest of them, who have said coup cannot take place in Nigeria anymore. All this tribal division, religious this or that everybody is suffering from today, they have crept into the military. Something that they never believed will ever happen in Nigeria military is crept in now, right? So you are now being profiled by that and all of that. So they are now saying that, but a lot of Nigerians will be surprised that many military men, servicemen, policemen, and the rest of them, they will drop their weapons if Nigerians take on these people and they sustain it. Sure, you can say, let's say Nigerians have shut down the country now, and they are ordering the soldiers to attack them. They say there are soldiers, there are policemen that will drop their weapons, remove their clothes, right, and join the protest. And I believe that
that is the trajectory that Nigeria is heading. Do you understand? The military will only come when things have gotten out of hand. Because one thing you need to understand is whatever is going to happen now, somebody will be scapegoated, somebody will be blamed, and somebody will be held responsible. The military will never ever allow themselves to be held responsible for this, because in doing that, they will lose legitimacy and they will never have that glory that they had or that they don't have anymore. So they will never do that. Look at NSAS. They are still trying to clean the blood of NSAS away from their head. And you think they will now come back and put the whole Nigerian military, Nigerian blood on their... They will never do that. But you see, if Nigeria should come out and revolt, like you said,
you'll be surprised that some people will drive a tank to your protest, and they will allow all of you to come and take selfie. And you say, but they thought they said you should come and kill us. No,
they will not do anything. They won't do anything.
That's the only possibility of involvement of Nigeria military or Nigerian policemen in a popular uprising. Except for that.
Thank you very much.
Like Baba.
Thank you very much. But now saying this what they call it, this narrative of the military will come and lead. You people are dreaming.
It's far-fetched.
Better wake up. I know you people love to visit La La Land a lot. Please come back, okay?
Everybody should come back to the reality.
Come back to reality. Come back to world.
Martinelli is a soldier, so I believe. You get what I mean? I believe that being blunt and being honest.
At least 4 different group chats. I'm in at least 4 different group. 4 different group. Wow. I know what they happen for there on a daily basis. Timba so cool. If I even draw that, if I even spell C in that group, I'm a Yomi Kuro di Pele. Are you mad? You want to put us in trouble? You want to shake Kiniko? So I know that all of them, they've all aligned themselves. The ones that have aligned themselves
with
and
the
establishment.
So they are no longer the Nigerian military that you used to know. See, Martinelli.
They play.
Mad now. Where they play? So I'll take another one. I'll call it my last call.
God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, take it easy, okay? My regards to the family, by the way. Nice one, Baba. Martinelli. And me, I will agree with you. If another person call in right now and come and explain to me that military will do this or that, as long as you can make your point very clear, I will agree with you. Because there's a repository of ideas is what the temple of truth is all about. Here you get me, I will say my own. That's what I know. All of you now will call in and say your own. That is what you know. Our viewers, they will have all options of ideas. And when they go to bed, they will agree with some, they will disagree with some, but they will go to bed satisfied that no time is wasted on Mayegun's Diary Political tonight. So I will take my last call, and I hope this is not somebody who has called before. Here, can you hear me?
I can hear you properly, right?
Oh, bless you. Good evening to you. How are you?
Hey, Mayego, how are you today, my brother?
Very well. Thanks for asking. There you go. You are going to be my last caller tonight, sir. And I suspect you are a first-time caller. Am I wrong?
Yeah, definitely.
You are a first-time caller?
No. I think I've called you before. Yeah, I've called you once before.
It's beginning to sound familiar now. Your name, if you don't mind.
My name is Chris.
Yes, I get it now. So, Chris, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you very much.
Great. So, please, Chris.
Yeah, I've been listening to your program, right? And very impressive.
Thank you, sir.
I just want to contribute about the discussion about the military, you know.
Please.
Not wanting to take over, you know. I think the military has been politicized.
Okay.
At this time in their life, they've never made such money before when they were in power.
Even when they were in power?
Yeah, when the military was in power, you can remember, Babangida was the head of state, right?
Yes, sir.
A state governor stole 300,000 naira. A state governor. He went to jail for it. He was dismissed.
I remember.
The military was so well organized and so disciplined. I want you to check today, right? Look at all the past military governors, right? Tell me anyone who is a millionaire or a billionaire. None of them.
Hardly would you be able to remember any of these military governors anymore.
Yeah. See, if the military took over today, right, the discipline will come back to play, and they won't be like before.
Do you think so?
He paid, I think so. So he pays them the way it is now, where they are voting money for them. They share the money, and nobody questioned them about the money.
That's right.
They are in cohort with the politicians.
Yeah.
So whatever is happening in Nigeria today is a long shot before we're going to get anything right. So long the military is backing whoever is in power. When Buhari was there, they backed him.
Yes.
Tinubu came now, they backed him.
Doing same.
So nothing will happen.
See,
nothing can
we
happen.
have military who are now guiding oil thieves on Nigerian waters. We have Nigerian Navy using Nigerian patrol boats, equipment bought with taxpayers' money to guide and protect, to guard and guide and protect oil vessels who came to steal thousands, hundreds of thousands of crude oil out of Nigeria water. Military, sir? I'm from the Niger Delta. Please.
I have an in-law who they stabbed in Bayelsa. I don't want to mention his name. I don't want to mention what military belongs to, right? For only 8 months, the guy became a billionaire overnight.
And I would never doubt that. How do you describe a country that is losing 700,000 barrels of crude oil every day? Like
his 7 years old son, right?
Yeah.
Had more than 13 billion in the bank in his account. That's how bad it is. So you see that Nigeria will be hoodwinked. It's a long shot, you know. We're gonna be in this situation for a very, very long time. The only people that can save us are the youths. They are the youths that can come out. Look, during our days, right?
Yes, sir.
My age, right? Yeah, during our days when the military was in power, it was the students that fought the military. Shego Okiowo, remember them? Shego Okiowo,
I do.
All them people, right? Sunday all those people, right? They fought the military.
At least.
And
you know something about those era, which I kind of feel so bad for today, like you just mentioned now, right? Back in the days, right? The same kind of a youth that you will see in Eastern Nigeria schools are the same type of youth you will find in the Western Nigeria schools. Same you will find in the Northern Nigeria schools. And they were like speaking with the same spirit. That Aluta spirit became so popular, and they're like, they are like spirit of, you know, fighting injustice. So they speak in the same language. But look around you today. Look at the nuns. Look at all those who call themselves student leaders and the rest of that. And I'm like, oh my God, if these ones were those who were alive during the military era, yeah, would have probably been wearing this slavery chain long time ago before democracy. You know that?
It's a shame with our youth today. You know, I don't know exactly where we got it wrong.
No,
is either if they're not into cultism, they're into ritual. I don't understand. And this their cultism, right? It goes worldwide. Do you know the area they have branches in Germany, UK, all over the world?
They do.
And they are in the military, they are in the police. Some of the kidnappings are done by the cult boys. Because when they kidnap, right? And the same thing now, but they inform their cohort before the police gets there, they know what's going to happen.
That's right.
A lot of the kidnapping is done by our own boys, not by even the Fulani headsmen that we think.
No, we've had few of them arrested too, as well. Yeah.
Look, Nigerian situation, right, is so complicated. Sometimes you want to talk about it, or you get frustrated, right? I know a lot of people in the diaspora, right?
Yes.
That got stroke because of Nigerian Palama, Nigerian matter, right? I know a lot of people that have got high blood pressure because they've not been able to go back to their countries since Buhari came to power.
I have people who have complained to me that are suffering insomnia for years now. They are unable to sleep. So you know why? Some of them said the moment their mind clock something about Nigeria or some issue, it may be immediate family issue, it may be every other one that they have sort of invested their time in, and suddenly they will just not be able to sleep. They will not be able to sleep for weeks. That is becoming concerning. Like, why am I not sleeping? I'm living in America. I don't owe anybody, but I'm thinking about this place and I just can't sleep. So you are right. There were those who are suffering a lot.
As I said, it's happened to me. My mother is Yoruba.
Yep.
My father is from Delta, right? As I speak to you, I've got properties in Lagos, right? And the other day I was telling my wife, I said, if I criticize Tinubu, they will go demolish my household. That was a year ago. I told my wife, and it's happening today.
And
I look at half sleepless nights. I don't know who is going to come to because you'll be branded once you are happy about and half
you have
a
tainted blood. That's what it is called.
Then you have a problem.
God,
then you have a problem. So like
those are the things that years ago you would never think they are possible.
Never, ever happen.
Think that they will ever be possible, ever. But
the best government to me, the best government we had so far was the Obasanjo era and the Jonathan era. This political dispensation, right? I'm not talking about the military time. Just from when we went
unity, without
Obasanjo and Jonathan. You could just fly to Nigeria and just have a free time.
You know?
You understand what I'm saying?
But look at it today.
It's all gone. It's all gone. There's no. You are not guaranteed that if you travel to Nigeria, you're going to come back alive.
No, you are not.
You understand what I'm saying?
Taking a risk.
You can go.
It's up to you if it's worth it.
My friend went to Nigeria the other day, right? Some months backward, right? As he got to Nigeria, there was first scarcity, right? It cost him 120,000 to ferry himself from the airport to where he lives.
Wow.
120,000 naira. He had to pay because he
has to get home anyway.
I said make sure you arrive Nigeria in the morning, but he went at night. He arrived Nigeria at night, so he had no option. He had to pay. That's how bad it is in Nigeria. Anyway, it's nice talking to you, my brother.
It's such a pleasure, sir. I mean, I enjoyed it, and then in fact, thank you so much. Okay, for taking time to do this. Okay.
I think Sheon said the right thing. That's what something. There's something about the guy, you know.
Yeah.
It talks a lot of sense, right? Sometimes it can be offline, but on this one, he got it right.
He did get it right. Sheon is just like any of us. Sometimes people, when people begin to understand the influence they wield, then they will begin to kind of be careful of how and what they say. But Sheon is the type that, unfortunately, is there who has that great influence that he could use that voice to make a lot of impact. In all honesty, but once in a while, like you said.
If I tell you something, you won't believe it, right? That boy grew up in my presence, right? I used to go to the father's place.
Oh, yeah?
I used to know Sheon when he was just 6 years of age.
Wow.
I saw him grow up as a young man. His brother, family, I know all the family. You know what I'm saying? So when I see him talk today, right, I said, look at this boy, man. Like father, like son.
I know. And a lot of you probably are older today. You are now watching and possibly seeing that fella in name. And then it's just going to be like yesterday. Like, oh my God. If there's anything to remind you, Chris, that you are getting old, I'm glad you mentioned Sheon. So that's a good one. So thank you so much for all you do. All right.
Yeah, take care. Take care of yourself.
You have a good one to yourself. All right. Thanks a lot, sir. And that's Chris there. And from there, we're going to draw the curtains. Okay. If you watched us midway, the ideal thing is if you have this time, please watch this from the start. Okay. And if you are the type who always joined us from the beginning, yes, we are done. But do me one very nice favor before you leave. Like the broadcast. Okay. Subscribe to my channel. I had the lowest outing last month in November. I had only about 300 people who joined me on my YouTube. I usually have about 1,500, 2,000 in a month. But it's been very slow, and I'm not going to put that on you. I'm going to put that on the YouTube algorithm, okay? Doesn't really matter. We are very much organic on Mayegun's Diary Political. So please, let's keep it that way, okay? I will see you some other time. Until then, remember, you can always, all the time, never miss Mayegun's Diary Political by subscribing and setting your notification as well. Thank you to every one of you who called in, who contributed, and those who also commented, the super chatters, and everyone. I will see you some other time. Until then, please stay safe and take it easy. And good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Mayegun #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.